It's time to say goodbye to prop firms because there are now companies that offer instant funding. I've tested this and it works, and I will show it all to you. Purchasing a challenge is very appealing because you can get a 200k funded account for around only $1,000, but this is only if you pass. There are usually two phases you need to pass, which decreases your chances substantially. And even if you manage to pass these phases, they might deny your funded account for any number of reasons, like using the same EAs as another trader. That doesn't make any sense. And after getting banned and not receiving funded accounts because I was using profitable EAs, I got really frustrated and disappointed. But now there is some light at the end of this scammy tunnel because there are companies that offer instant funding. You purchase the account and they give you the leverage. I've tested two of these companies and I've received the payouts without any issues, even though I used expert advisors, which is very normal, by the way. So the first one I'm gonna show you is the trading.com, and if I put it on my recording screen, you will see exactly the message: get instant funding to trade MetaTrader 4 or 5. And I've shown this platform in a few videos. I started with an account of $1,000. Basically, this is how much it costs to get a $10,000 trading account. So I paid $1,000, and the only rule there is an absolute stop loss of 10% from starting equity at each stage. And there are 5 stages. At stage 1, you get 80% net profit split. And that is what I achieved so far. I reached the 20% target. So here it is. You can see that your profit target is at least 20% calculated from starting equity. And I'll show you immediately the account where I achieved those 20%. Let me increase it. So right in here, you can see that I started with the 1,000. I received this 9k as leverage from trading.com, and then initially I was trading the Happy Gold expert advisor, and then I switched to an expert advisor from the prop firm Robot app that is trading the dollar yen, this one over here with a magic number 594. And with this expert advisor I achieved the 20% target. With this last trade over here, if I show you the track record of that account, I will need to filter it a little bit so you can see clear. For example, I can go for the current quota. Here it is. You will see that in the first stage my target was $12,000 and I achieved it right in here at that point. So that was around mid-November, or if I have to be precise, this last trade closed on the 13th of November, and then I decided to stop trading in the account so I will not lose this 20% profit. And once the month was over, you can see the transactions in the account, and my incubator fund was transferred for the next month, another 18k as a credit, and in total I have now $2,000 as a balance and equity is $20,000. Oh, this is the second phase, and the strategy I have for this account is to trade the most profitable robot from the last 30 days from all of my accounts. And right now it is the Forex Gold Investor, because if I show you my live accounts, you will see that it is the Forex Gold Investor that achieved above 20% in my $500 account in the last 30 days. And in October, one more time, I was trading this prop firm robot that was trading the dollar yen. And if I show it to you in here, guys too, you will see that it was really profitable during that time. Just recently it started to lose, but when you trade with many expert advisors, it doesn't really matter because I can immediately start trading with another robot, and that's exactly what I did. So if I show you the expert properties for the Forex Gold Investor, you will see that I have set it to auto money management of 1% risk for both of the systems and the expert, and I have placed the protection to have a max equity drawdown of 10%, and max equity is 24k. So in case this expert advisor reaches the target, the algo trading will be disabled, and I'll make sure that I'm going to the third stage where actually the net profit decreases to 70%. With the fourth stage it goes down to 60%, and then with the fifth stage it goes to 50% net profit split. And there are two important things for me here. Number one is that I can use comfortably any expert advisor. You can see that right in here it says real world trading conditions, no silly rules, use any EA you want. And when prop firms do not allow us to trade with an expert advisor for one reason or another, it is just an excuse that they don't want to pay out or to ban your account and make profits from the fees you paid for the challenges. And number two is the fact that I received 80% profit split without any problems. So 80% out of the 2,000 profit is $1,600. I requested the payout the other day and it took exactly one business day. And if I show it to you right in here, it is this transaction for $1,595. I guess $5 went for the withdrawal fee. So leave the track record to this account down below in the description so we can track together how the Forex Gold Investor will perform. But one more time, if I see more profitable expert advisor in one of my live accounts for the last 30 days, I'll just continue trading with it. And the second company that I used for instant funding is called iFunds, and I have it on this monitor right here. I'll put it on my recording screen and you will see that again there are no challenges, no complex rules, and there are instant payouts, which I will show you in a second. It also took one business day for me to get paid out, and you can see that here the rules are really straightforward. So pretty much you have the same 10% maximum loss, and very importantly for me, you can trade with expert advisors without any limitations. But how iFunds work is if I go a little bit lower, you will see that you purchase straight away the funded account. So the one I had is this one, 10k account, which is called Ambitious. But if you look at the conditions, it is really the same thing. No matter which account size you select, there is no maximum daily loss. The max overall loss is 10%. The drawdown type is equity, bear that in mind. There is no time limit, no minimum trading days, and the profit split is 50%. Pretty much whatever profits you make, you can request it at any moment and you get 50% cut. And I tested this already. It is that account over here where I have balance of $10,000, and if I show you the history, you will see that I made a profit of $400 and I wanted to test the payout. So I requested the $400 payout. They were deducted from my account. And if I show you my phone over here one more time, you will see that this is the transaction. So I received the 50% minus the withdrawal fee. And in this account, I'm trading the top 3 Forex expert advisors from the prop firm robot app. So if I show it to you right in here, you will see that I can have a look at the performance of the robots for the last 1 month, for the last 1 year, the last 5 years, or even the last 1 week. But for this one, I was looking at the last 1 month and I was picking the top 3 Forex Forex expert advisor. So in this case, it is 2 for the euro dollar and 1 for the dollar yen. I just stay away from trading the Bitcoin right now. At the time of recording this video, it sits around the $100,000. It is very volatile. The fees are huge, so I prefer to stick to the Forex expert advisors. And you will see that if I increase a little bit the window, there were plenty of trades from different expert advisors. So every day we check which are the top 3 expert advisors and we make sure we trade those. And this account, of course, there were a lot of negative trades and positive ones at the same time, but overall I've made $400 as a profit, and I decided to request the withdrawal. And the difference here is that with trading.com you need to achieve 20% profit before you are able to withdraw the 80%, while with iFunds you can request the withdrawal at any time. It is 50-50, but even if you make $100 you can request a withdrawal. And below is the pricing. So to get 2.5k account you pay $250, for the 5k you pay $400, and for the 10k the price is $700. There are the advanced plans which obviously are more expensive, and the Guru, which goes to account of $500,000, is $30,000. So you see the difference here. The price of a 200k prop firm challenge is around $1,000, and with iFunds to get 250k account is $15,000. So maybe they hedge some of our positions on the back end. I don't know exactly how it works, but from trading point of view it makes much more sense that you get 2.5k on that account and you pay $250 for it. Pretty much you pay what you can lose. All they give you is the leverage. At least this is how I see it. While with prop firms, it is an open book. They make money from the fees we pay for the challenges, and this is how it looks really appealing to buy 200k funded account for $1,000. And this is if you pass. And if you have used any similar companies for instant funding, please put them down below in the comments. It will be very useful for everybody watching. And if you want to learn more about the Forex Gold Investor that I'm trading in one of these accounts, check out this video on my side. And until then, I love you guys. I wish you safe trading, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.